Right, 2nd of March. God, we are flying along. Right, this is a quick update. I've got the rear arms separated from the drive shafts, and the discs are off. But I will have a very slight problem. I'm trying not to stick my fingers over the goddamn microphone, which I think is where? I think is there, if I'm tapping that correctly. Right. So Don LaHaya is the, I mean, I've got nice new shiny backplates to put on, because these, you can see my finger through them, they're like a fucking tea bag. The bolts are just a fraction too long, so that means I've got to try and knock the hubs out the centre, which is that bit and that bit. I will sandblast those before I put them back on and give them a lick of paint or something. I've also, yes, this one, I've also got to replace this bush at some point somehow. And in order to do these things, press this out, and press that out, I need a press. We have got one, but it's all in bloody bits. And it only had a piddly little, whatchamacallit, a little piston on it. It's only rated at like 4 tons, and I don't think it could even do that. I think I could press bloody harder than that thing. Still, so I'm not going to be able to do anything with this and reassemble all the rear end. I did sort out a couple of cross-threaded threads that I did, and I'm going to have to modify 2 bolts which run through, where do they go? Oh bugger, I can't see where they go. Oh, they're through here. So I've bought a new impact hammer drill, and with a drill bit, but it doesn't hold the drill bit that I need to put through there. I've already taken out part of the thread, and then what I'm going to do is I've got a nice piece of threaded rod here, which I think it might be even stainless steel or something, and I'm going to pop that through there with 2 nylox on, job done. And then that's sorted. I think I've found a way of reassembling it, but it's going to be a pig. So until I get all of this back together and on one pallet, I won't be taking any of the front end out just yet, although I have just used my nice new hammer wrench on here and taken off the top of the shocks, so we won't be too far away. But it all depends on this, and it all depends on whether I can build the press. So this is going to be a bit of a long-term project, and in the meantime I might try and do some paint work. So I think I did say before, what I can do is I can pull these pallets out of the way somewhere, and I can do things like the door jambs and the window there inside the back of the hatch. I'll do those so that they're done. And then, speaking of paint, I might as well show you these, I suppose. Climb up here. So the doors are over there. I've been having to play with the rear inner trims because bits and pieces were coming discombobulated. So I have gluderated them back on with a bit of old Evo stick. The hatches here, so I've just turned this over and given this a little bit of etch primer over the top of the zinc primer in this area here. So that's all looking very nice. Get down from there. Oh, look at that. Just see a bit of bare metal that I forgot. Where's that paint gone? Where's that paint gone? Let's give that a quick squirt while I remember to do it. And over here is the jolly old bonnet. And so this is all looking rather nice as well. Well, let's give that a little squirt over there. I can see a couple of bald patches. I'm not going to go mad with this paint because there's no real need, because I'm going to get Karl to put a 1K layer of nice sparkly stuff all over it. Right, that'll do. I mean, that's pretty much covered anyway. So spray booth wise, Karl had been offered one, but I've laid out the roof. The bits that are on the front here on top will act as the front, as a two-fold doorway, and the other side would be hinged out the other way, maybe with cable ties or something. The back is in position. I've made it wider as Karl suggested. So this is now 14 foot wide. I need some pieces of wood to go across, so I need at least two, well, I mean maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 pieces of 14 foot. No, I think it was 12 foot actually. 12, 14 foot, one of the two. I think it's 14 foot. So both of the walls are there. I won't put this one up until I move Karl's car out the way. Them two. I've just been having a sort round with some boxes because the space that I've made here to put Karl's car was taken up by this old blown up thing, which we don't know what to do anything with at the moment because the company's gone tits up. So that's going to sit there until somebody decides to cough up some money that they owe us. So in the meantime, if I can't get on with things on this, if I can't get on with things on the press, I'm going to maybe have a look at the front bumper. And I also might have a little play with the back bumper. I'll do both the bumpers together. And then that will be that, I think. I was going to bring that paint back over and I forgot. Right, we're coming up to 7.5 minutes, which is alright. It's not a problem. I'll just give this a quick squirt in here, because I promised myself I would, and I didn't. Right, you can go back on there, and you can go there. Right, jump in the jolly old forklift. Let's see. I picked up a new hammer wrench. Oh, let's switch on, go forward. Right, let's go up here and I'll show you the press. Right, I think we'll stop about there. We'll do lovely, marvellous. Because I'm getting old and lazy in my old age. And I've got gout in my right foot and that fucking hurts. Right. So, there's press as it is. Horrible. Ghastly, 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 ghastly. But, oh, I put another piece down there. I had two very large pieces of I-beam. One smaller than t'other. And the smaller one fits rather well on here, and so I cut the other half to fit as well. As you'll see, little cutouts, so there's a little bit of slack, and then somehow I will try and mount either one or, I mean, one's an old jack. I bought a new jack rated at 20 tons. I think that one might be 20, 25 ton. Looks about the same colour, and I will try and mount those up at some point, but we'll do that later. So it's a relatively easy job. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bolt down through here into a sleeved piece of metal so that that has got something to drop down on, because obviously it's an I-beam and that's a recess behind there, so we need to have something that comes down to about there and will pop down onto things to push out. So that is it. That's all I'm playing with today, and I think I'm going to bugger off home early. So there we go, 10 minutes of nonsense again. Right, let's get this forklift on charge before it screams at me. Au revoir. Bye for now. Catch you next time.